Good morning. Hey everyone. It's Melody Lane here, as if you didn't know. Thank you for joining me. I do this every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. unless I'm out of town or something. But for the most part, 11 a.m. Saturday morning, it's 8 a.m. Pacific. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everybody joining us in the chat. We have 110 people here already, ready to learn, or some of you I think are just here to chat, which is great. That's fine with me. I want to thank you all for helping people answer questions and helping them understand what's going on. I have to get rid of my live video. Okay. Good morning. And I want to tell you guys, Monday, I'm going to the airport and I'm picking up Sheila K. Rogers. And then Michael Crow is coming that night too. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're staying for a few days and we're going to be doing some golf cart races. And there's going to be the Michael and Sheila show where you can watch them live. And I have no idea what's going to happen during that. And we might try to do a craft off and things like that. So watch my channel this week. I don't know when any of it's going to happen. We're just going to wing it. All right, and today is Cricut Design Space class. I don't have anything planned. So I'm taking questions. And so if you have any questions, please put them in all caps. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and ask questions in the comments, but you do not have to put them in all caps in the comments, just in the live chat so I can see what questions are here. Michael has no idea what's going to happen either. I don't know. I know there's going to be drinking involved, but so we'll see what happens. They're two fun people, so let's get to Design Space. And I don't have anything planned, so throw me some questions, or what do you want me to show you? So let's go over to Design Space. Oh, but let's do this first.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Yes, I did go to the Scrapbook Expo. I did a video on that yesterday. So, mimosas, maybe. How to select multiple image objects in the layers. Yes, I will. Let's do that. So let's go over here. You know what? Let's just go to images. Oh, I was looking at giant flowers. This probably isn't a good cartridge to do that in. I'm going to look for something with multiple layers. Let's try the little rainbow. Okay. First, to show you this, I have to ungroup these because you can see they're all selected. So that means, but I want to show you how to select them all if they're not selected. So one thing you can do is drag the mouse button. I'm holding down the left mouse button and just dragging it over the layers. They're all selected. Now, if you have other images in the way and you don't want to select those, you can hit the Command key if you have a mic. If you have a Mac, and I think it's the Control key. Jamie, I know you know this answer and many others. If you know the answer on a Windows computer, I think it's the controller, but on a Mac it's Command. So I'm going to select one. I'm not pushing any buttons in my keyboard. Now I'm holding down my Command button and then selecting another image. So that's how you do that. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? How do you create a shadow behind words? There is not an easy way to do that unless you choose text that already has a shadow. Now to do that, you click on the fonts, go over here to filter, multi-layer, and most of the multi-layer will have around it. It will have, see how that has that around it? Are we still filtered that? Yes. Okay, like this one. It has a shadow behind it. Most of the shadows you see over here, they're hidden. So just unhide those. You can't create one if it doesn't have it. I do not have a Cricut file for the Impossible card, but I can make one. It's pretty easy. I think Jamie actually made one. Thanks, Jamie. Oh my gosh, Janelle, that is a great idea for Michael and Sheila to sing my intro song. So in the Michael and Sheila show, you guys practice my song. That is an awesome idea. Yes, for the PC computer, Windows computer, hit the CTRL. Thank you, Michael. Good morning from South Korea. You meant like, well, this is like that. This is a shadow around them, and you can change the colors. Are there any other questions? Did I miss any? Well, I had a question to ask you guys. I forgot what it was. Yes, if you saved a project with writing, you can go back and change it as long as you didn't ungroup it. And if you attached it to something, most likely if you have writing, you're going to attach it to something. Let's attach. Let's do this. I just got this happiness. I don't know. This just came to me. I want a writing font. If you attached it to an image, then you need to detach it. Okay, not what I wanted. Select that. We're going to put this up here and we're going to curve it. I'm going to move the letters closer. I think we're going to make it smaller too. I want the font size smaller. And the curve. There. So now if we want this to select only to this red part, I'm holding down the command key and I'm clicking the red one. I had the writing already selected. So the writing is selected. Oh wait, is it? There. No. There. So what I had to do is click this first, then push down the control key and click that. And now we're going to attach. Now it attached it to this. And anytime you attach, it brings it to the front. The problem is, oh, we have to select this. Let's move. I like to move it to the back and then move forward. The bottom parts are not on the yellow piece. If you wanted that to happen, okay, I need to, if I want to edit this at all, I have to detach. And what I'm going to do is duplicate this. Okay, let's attach it back to this pink piece. We're going to click attach down here at the bottom. And now we're going to go up here. You can right click and move to back. I just always go up here. Okay, so now I want to place this exactly on top of that piece. And what I need to do is zoom in to make sure I have it right on top of it. There. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to attach it to the red piece. I'm going to attach it to the yellow piece. So, oh, no, I clicked the blue piece. Okay, let's start over. Let's have this selected. I'm hitting the command key and I'm going to go over in the layers panel and hit the yellow one. So now I have both of those selected. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, select that. Yep, there. Now I have the yellow done. I'd probably move that face because now that face is writing that and you can't see it, but I'm just going to go ahead and attach. So now this is going to put the bottom parts of the rainbow on here. Does that make sense? Select this and bring it to the front. There we go. How to split an image. That's really easy. Let me show you first. Okay. This is a layered image, so it's more difficult. You can't do it when things are attached to it. So I'm detaching. We gotta move the face, detach the face. That's kind of cute. It looks like hair. Am I the only one that thinks that looks like hair on this face? That's kind of cute. Okay, where's my blue? Come back up. Okay, say we want to split this rainbow in half. It's harder because you can only slice one layer at a time, and we have 4 layers here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a shape, a square. Oh, and I have this zoomed in. So square's over here. We are going to unlock this. We are going to make a long line, and I'm actually going to make a duplicate just case I need it. Okay, select that. I'm going to put this like right on this line here. And I'm going to select only the back blue piece. And that did not select that. That selected the red one. So let's select this. Now in the layers panel, you always have to look in the layers panel. Select that, hold down command, click on this little line, and then go down to slice. If it doesn't let you slice, it's because you have more than 2 layers selected, or something is grouped or attached to it. So if you see that not there, look in here and see why it says that. Okay, that one's done. So now I have this one. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sue. We're going to duplicate that line again. And we're gonna move this. It's really hard for me to select small things because my arrow, my mouse is so huge. And I have it that way for you guys. Oh, it does look like an igloo, doesn't it? So we have this line selected. It says square. It really is a square, but, and I'm hitting Command and I clicked the wrong thing again. It's hard selecting the correct thing. There we go. Look over here, make sure that's what we have, and we're gonna slice. And we're gonna move these out of the way. And this is the original one. I'm gonna duplicate it. Okay, so now I'm going to move this out of the way, move it to the back, and arrange forward. And we're gonna use, whoops, undo. I moved it. I don't want to move any of these images. So we're gonna place this on the same line. I'm gonna hit my Command key and I'm going to try to hit the yellow. Did I do the yellow? It looks like I did. And we're gonna slice. See how easy this is? Where's the blue one? I'm gonna select that, bring it to the front. Oh, we don't have to slice that one. Okay, so now it's sliced in the center, but it's still all, I can't do anything. Like I can't put a name in here. So what we have to do, I want to get rid of these. Okay, let me move this over. There we go. Let's get rid of all that. This is the line I still want to keep for some reason. Here, I'll just use it. No, I don't need it after this, do I? Okay. We are dragging this. We're going to put this right on top of the line here. Oh, and we have to slice this one at a time again. Okay, I have the blue selected and this big square and slice. Move it to the back. Do you get the picture? Oh, I can just select this and slice. And where's the yellow? Select that and this one and slice. Okay. The blue one is below the slice line. So we're just going to delete these. There. Now I'm going to select just the top pieces here. Uh-oh. What is not? Undo. Bring forward. What is selected? Why is that selecting it that big? Oh, there's a little thing here. And that. Okay, let's contour. Let's get rid of these things. Must have happened in the slicing. Put that back. And then select these and group. Okay, we're going to select these and group. See, there's a little extra line here. I don't know where that line is coming from. Which one? Is it this one? Yes, it is. So let's just contour that out. There we go. So you could put the word happiness in here or rainbows. Oh, we don't have, where's our little blue one? bring this forward. I can't select it. Oh, it's hiding. There we go. We'll bring that little guy to the front. Okay. Now we can just line these all up. How was it? It was like that. This one was even at the bottom. And group these. So now we can move those. I was duplicating the line because I had to use the line over and over again because I wanted a line that would go completely across. Okay, let me catch up on chat, on the questions. While I'm catching up on the questions, let's do this. Here's the shout out to a few of the people who support my channel on Patreon. Kathy, Shay, Julie, Lisa, Angela, Megan, Darnice, Stacy, Melinda, Zoila, Nisha, Julie, Samantha, Naomi, Felicia, Sharon, Donna, Janet, Ivania, Lydia, Debbie, Carolyn, Marla, Diane, Marilyn, Christy, Jeannie, Juanita, Annette, Jody, Tammy, Jean, Kim, Ebony, Linda, Audra, Diane, Stacy, Carol, Donna, Betty, Brandy, Virginia, Mouse Baby, Tanya, Linda, and Darla. Thanks, guys. Show the difference between weld and attach. Okay, let's move these letters together. We're just going to overdo it, okay? Okay, do you see how these letters are overlapping? If I were to attach them, first thing, attach changes everything to the same color. Attach will have it cut out exactly as it is. So these lines here are all going to cut out. This is going to cut out here around that E, and this T is going to cut out under here, and you're going to have lines cutting those out, okay? It's all going to overlap and cut those out. You do not want to attach anything that is touching or overlapping each other. Okay, I'm going to undo. Okay, and actually let's duplicate this so I can show you the difference. Let's duplicate it again. Okay, so this is how it comes. This one, let's just attach. Okay, so now this one, let's weld. Okay, so because we welded it, it turns it into one layer, and it will not cut out the layers separately. So when you pick this up off the mat, let's say you're cutting this out of paper, this will be one piece of paper. Notice what they did in the layers panel. This one is welded. This is one image. The attached image is in two separate ones because of the two-step separate layers. It's going to cut out everything. Now let's, well, we can't undo that. If you have the letters not touching, let's also ungroup this. Whenever you do a word, it's grouped together. Let's ungroup it. So now each, whoops, I got to ungroup it again because it's two layers. Now each one is a separate image. See how they're separate? Over here. See, they're each separate. Okay, so if I were to attach those, they're still separate, but it attached the layers. I'm going to undo. And let me see, I'm going to go ahead and hide that. Because let's say we're only using with one layer. That's usually how it is. If we attach those, it it does the same thing. See, it doesn't look any different. You can't tell you attached it. Let's detach. You can detach things. You could select them all and group. The difference is on group and attach, these will be cut out differently. They might not go to the mat. Go to the mat and see. Let's go here. See, the text did not come out together at all. It's not the same on the mat. So let's cancel. But if you see, these were the welded ones, or this is the attached one, and this is welded. So attached, you can see the white cut lines. Every little piece is going to cut. And like this E is going to cut out part of that X. And it's just going to be a mess. So this is welded, so it'll come out in one piece. Does that make sense? If you weld this, you don't see any difference either, but in the layers panel, it made it one image. And when you hit make it, it doesn't really change anything from weld to attach there. It looks the same. So it depends on what you're using it for, is what you need it to be. Okay, I'm checking on the Sarah says my question wasn't answered. Instead of saying my question wasn't answered, it's so much easier if you ask it again. And was it in all caps? Because I don't see your question. So if your question was not answered, please ask it again. And in all caps. It saves so much time for me to just sit here in silence looking for your question. The only question I see is my question wasn't answered. I don't know what to do about a Cricut file that has an error. It depends on the error and what it is. Okay. I'm catching up. Yeah, the command key is on the keyboard to try to select things. This is Design Space, and Design Space is the software you use for the Maker or the Explorer machines. It's all done the exact same way. Bobby, hello. Bobby made it. I do have videos on iOS and SnapMat. If you search Melody Lane SnapMat, you'll see my video. This font is Art Nouveau. After somebody's asking if you can go back to the curved text after ungrouping and grouping, no. If I ungroup this, it doesn't work because you're only in one letter and you've ungrouped it. So I can group it again, but it's not going to keep, I can't curve the text. Hi, Angela. Can you make two layered fonts right? You can make any font right. You can make any image right. But if you want this to write, you just have to click on this, click write, and it will write. See? You can click on this, whoops, and click write. And they will write inside each other, and you could color it or something. To save the font on a saved image, you just have to double click it and the text box will come back up. But if you've edited it, it will not come up. It's only if you have not attached it, if you have not ungrouped it, if you have not welded it, is the only way to change the font. Correct, Mary Stevens. Thanks for saying that. Once you ungroup text and then regroup it, it is no longer text. It is an image. So once you ungroup text, you can't regroup it. You can change the font. You can, let's ungroup this. Oh, it ungrouped the layers. Okay, so you can change the font in each letter. This is something you used to not be able to do long ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Did you all see Star Wars are in Design Space? That's a weird P. You cannot ungroup a JPEG to layer it. If you have a JPEG and it has different colors and you want to layer it, you have to upload one color at a time. So you have to upload your picture, get rid of all the color except for one color, and save it. Then upload the whole picture again and get rid of all the color except for one other color and save it. And then bring it all in and size it so it looks like your JPEG. I have lots of videos on that. No, if you weld, you cannot make changes to it anymore. Well, you can't make changes to, this one is welded, right? Yep, welded. You can, you know, do this or change color, or I could change it to write or print. I can make patterns in it, but you cannot change the lettering. Yes, Lynn, that's a great idea. So if you have the bottom layer set to cut, I don't like that color. Let's change it. So then this layer here will write, but we have to attach it. So we need to attach it. So you're attaching it so the writing will write on top of the blue layer. And we could change the color of that. This is where it's at. Like, let's just say we want to change it to red. So we can have the writing red on that, or any color pen you stick in there. What font is the A? I lost it. This one? It's Banner Com. B-A-N-N-E-R Com. C-O-M. Is Kiona here? Jolene, on Patreon, I give you a link to the files. And in that link, there's 5 posts with other links, and you just click on those links. You have to open up from a computer right now. It's not working opening up files from an iPad. Yeah, somebody just asked, oh, that was Mary. I think are you the Mary I met yesterday? You can always look over here. You can always look over here and click on here and see information, and it will tell you what information it is. Like, say this rainbow. Let's see if it shows us it's been. Okay, rainbow. It gives the image here, and then it views the cartridge. Cutie planner pieces. I've never seen this cartridge. Oh, look at the shoe. These are cute. They're all in access. Oh, look at the Band-Aid is crying. These are cute. So they have 2 rainbows. I'm not sure why. Oh, one is print. That's why they have 2 of some of them. Okay, I'm looking for questions. Kathleen says, hi, what do you get with the Cricut Maker monthly subscription on your site? I'm not quite understanding the question. The monthly subscription to Cricut Access is the same for all of the images. You get the A, everything that has an A on it, you get free. There's over 35,000 images with the A, and there's lots of fonts, 340 or more. If you're talking about on my site, the Patreon, there's over hundreds of files. There's over 200 files. I stopped counting at 200. Files that are they're just my personal projects. And they're not like, I tried to share this one, but because I uploaded, this is Miss Daisy's Lips and Tongue. If you know my golf cart, Miss Daisy, she has a face. You get all of these, but you don't always get them free. Like this image, this is a mom card. I did a video on this a few years ago. And I shared this mom part. I made this card, and it like folds right there, and so it has like stair step stuff. And all of this is completely free, but in the video, I was coloring this card. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of what's there. And she asked for where the flowers are. I'm like, oh, didn't I share that? And I guess, oh, replace. I guess I did it. So then I just remade that part again and added these flowers. I did not create this image with these flowers. Those are in Design Space, and I think they're Anna Griffin. So you have to pay for the image. So not all of my files are completely free if you don't own the images. I do try to use what's in Design Space. But if not, I use... I have to use license sometimes to get it. I mean, these flowers are nowhere else. Melinda says, question, I am trying to write I love you or I heart you in text. Alexa in the other room thinks I'm talking to her. How do I add the emoji in text? Alexa's going to answer me. Okay, good. How do I add? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. How do you add it in text? How do you make patterns in it? Do you mean in text? To make patterns, let's just move these closer. You have to change your image to print, and then underneath print, you see this button says patterns. And here's some flowers. That'd be pretty. Let's change this word. Let's see what happens. Change the word. Ooh, look at that. I never did that before. But it's Mother's Day. Well, it's not, but it's getting here. Isn't that pretty? You can make anything print. Okay, Debbie says, I cannot find patterns. What am I doing wrong? Hopefully I just showed you that. I'm behind on the questions. There's thousands of cartridges. Can you file your designs in Design Space? Or do you save them somewhere to a desktop? I have a video on organizing your Cricut Design Space files. And you can save links to your files in a different list somewhere so you can easily find them. I save mine on Patreon. Yeah, she can just add a heart to the I heart you. Let me do that. Yeah, there are emojis in Design Space. Okay, these emojis here, these are mine. I created SVGs of those that I share with Patreon. There's two of them depending on, they look the same here, but depending if you're making them out of paper or vinyl, they're very different. The layers are different. But these are, they cost money. But you can just like these are made out of free images. Let's insert this one. I don't understand what this hashtag Happy Valentine's Day. Let's ungroup that. That's not what we want. Oh, now that's all ungrouped. Let's move Mom out of the way and group this back. Okay, let's do let's do a different one. We can just do a free heart. There's tons of hearts in Design Space. Tons and tons and tons. I'm going to change that to red. I heart mom. Let's move that over here. Make her smaller. I don't know. Oh, look. Let's put it in there. There. Okay. Oh, but you want to write it. So you can just change this to write, or change it to a writing style. Change this to write. Change it to red. This we have set to print. I would just do and you want this to write. Let's, it's not going to all work. Let's ungroup it. Let me see what we can do. Change that to write. Change this to write. Make that red. Let's make this red too. Oh, we gotta change it to right. Where are we at? Right. And red. Attach. And attach them all. Now, of course, you can do it any way you want to do it. Bye, Angela. I'm probably saying goodbye too late. Yeah, this will write, but you want it to write on something. So you could put that on a card if you want. Let's change this to white. Hello? Oh, I'm not on the card, I'm on the background. Let me click that, change this to white, and move it to the back. There. Now to write on the card, you have to select it and attach it. So now it will write on this. And of course you can make it a greeting card in any size you want and attach it to the card. No, it will not fill the heart in. If you want the heart filled in, you have to, you know what? You have to color it in, but if you want the heart filled in, here's what you could do. Duplicate, make it a little smaller. Use a medium point pen and put all these hearts in. Gotta spread it out a little wider too. And you can fill it in this way. I need to undo that and if you use a medium point pen, it's going to write fat enough that this will fill in. And just keep doing this until it's filled in. And then you'll have to attach them all. Okay, who here has learned something today? Have you learned something new today? To get a dash score line, use text. Actually, I'm going to do a space and the dash line like in text. So I'm going back and forth, space and dash line. Let's see. Oh, okay. So you want a different text because this text, this is a child's year. Where's my Cricut? I'm so happy you guys are learning. I think this one. Yeah, here. So this will actually cut, but you can change it to score. So glad you're learning. How many of you have the Cricut Maker? Awesome, Joan. Which cartridge did I get the rainbow from? It was a planner cartridge. There's so much exciting things going on next week. And I'm not even talking about Sheila and Michael, although they're very exciting and it's going to be fun with them. But something else exciting is coming. Okay, somebody asked me where the rainbow came from. Okay, let's get rid of the emoji. Let's go to cartridges. And let's go to planner because I don't remember, but I remember it had planner in it. Okay, look at all these planner cartridges. Did you guys even know? I didn't. It was in this cartridge. Cutie planner pieces, 78 pieces. And they have one in print then cut or one in cut. That is the piece. If you go to, when you search, you have to search in Images and put in the hashtag M22991AA, and it will come up with this rainbow. And it's in Access. If you don't have Access, you can purchase just the rainbow, and I'm sure it's only 99 cents if you don't want the whole cartridge. Okay, we're searching an image in chat. M96F. I think it's a 08. But we're in cartridges. Let's go to Images. There we go. So is this the box you're talking about? Yeah, you said a matchbox. Let's select it. It has green around it. Click Insert Image. Okay. She says, I enlarged Matchbox and two sides of the base didn't come out even. Can you show how? I don't know what's not coming out even. If you enlarged it when it was ungrouped, this might not match that. Let's ungroup it. Okay, that's just a window, so it's just these pieces here. Let's change the background. So are you saying these sides are not even? I don't know. I think I'd have to cut it out to actually see. Hi, Terrence. Oh, Terrence used this box and made it big enough to put brownies in. I've never made this. I'll have to make this sometime. Oh, Joan, that is a great idea. She says this would be cute to put photos in these little boxes. But you could even print this. Now you could cut out little photos and stick right behind those too. But you could make this print and go to pattern. And I love having fun with Ken Hess. He doesn't watch these videos because he's still sleeping usually on Saturday mornings. We're going to edit and we're going to put his head in. We're going to make it smaller. Whoops, wrong way. Oh, I guess I was going the right way. Let's try that. Oh, now look at that. Okay, let me edit these again. Can I make it? Oh, I don't think it'll work that way. Oh well, there we go. Okay, I'm reading your comment. The two end panels are shorter in height when cut. If these are not right, you'd have to know how to do it. Oh, and you can't detach these. I was gonna say you could detach those. Or maybe you did detach these and you didn't put them back in the exact same spot. Like if they were down here, they would not match. Maybe they're not done correct. I don't know. I'll try to cut this and find out. And if it's not right, I can let Cricut know so they can fix it. Oh, you want Kermit and the Muppets, but not Sesame Street. That would be great. I would like the Muppets too. Those are cute. Yeah, you can cut it, the pattern out of printable vinyl. Yeah, you can save any picture as a pattern When you go to upload, you can just put pictures inside here and save them. So if you want it as a pattern, you go over on this side. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The edit button on the patterns, you turn it to print, and then the patterns are here. If I'm on write, it's not there. If I'm on cut, it's not there. Score, it's not there. Only print patterns. And then this edit button, oh, you have to put in the pattern. Okay, so let's click this one. Wait, this one. So let me click here. If you have an image selected that has the pattern on it, you just click this, and then the edit button is down here at the bottom. See where I'm circling? So the edit is down there, and then you can edit that. You just have to have the picture selected you want to edit. There's not a way to make the machine skip a step when writing or cutting that I know of. Yeah, I have lots of videos on adding pictures as patterns. There are lots of Sesame Street. You can just go to cartridges and search Sesame, or search Street, or search Sesame Street. All right, it's 12:02. Are there any other questions? Oh, if that's what you mean about skipping. Yeah, sometimes if I miss a cut and I'm writing, or I forget to put the right pen in, or the score tool in or something, and you don't want to do the whole cut again and you hit the go button again, you can skip that, or just skip the writing by taking the pen out. Yeah, you can, if you don't want to, you can always hide things in the layers panel and not do them. Like if you had all these hearts in here and you didn't want to do them, you could skip them. I'm not sure when the golf cart race is. Probably Tuesday. All right, Sheila. See you later. The Cricut pens can write on contact paper, I think. I think I've done that. But you have to let it dry first. Well, one thing that's going on exciting next week is Sheila and Michael is coming. And there's going to be a lot going on. And we'll do some videos. and that will be fun. And then there might be more happening next week. But all I can tell you is Sheila and Michael's coming. That's all I'm allowed to tell you. And check, are you all members of my email? Let me find my email link. If you do not get my email link, you will want to get my email. It's in the description below. Where is my email link? Email list. Here it is. I'll put it in chat. Sign up to get my emails if you don't have one yet. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jamie. Yes, we will try that, Judy. All right, guys, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.